Let's continue our journey with the breath. So as I mentioned in the last video, it's really important for speakers at some point to get super comfortable with their breath. How do we start? By isolating different parts of the body to figure out where you're currently breathing. That is, where in your body do you fill with air? And in the last video, we talked about grounding through the feet, and then we worked with chest breathing, upper stomach, rectus abdominis breathing, which I suggested is a little soft for most public speaking, and we ended with rib breathing, all the way down to the floating ribs. You may have watched my earlier video where I do my side breathing exercises that activate the ribs for breath. And my suggestion to you is that rib breathing is a really nice quality for breath, but that you can really breathe anywhere in the body you can fill with air, including the clavicles and the throat, if you want to talk loud for short bursts of time. That works too. But what we didn't talk about, I alluded to it, but we didn't talk yet about how to activate your back breathing and your pelvic floor breathing. Those are the ones you're going to really want to tap into for public speaking. Let's talk about back breathing first. My favorite way to access it, and there are many ways, but my favorite way is to stand up and do the ragdoll. So I'm going to take my hands, and I invite you to do this with me. We're going to bend over, take our hands all the way down like a ragdoll, like we're going to touch our toes. You don't have to touch your toes. In fact, you can touch the upper parts of your legs, your quads. You can also take your elbow to protect your back and put that here with a flat back. Now drop down until your low back releases so you don't get any back pain. And then we're going to go down there and breathe. So you're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale. Fill your low back with air and exhale. The exhale should be audible like this. And then we're going to talk from down here. Good morning, everybody. I'm breathing into my back. My back is filling with air. I am back breathing. And then I'm going to come up. I don't want to stay down there too long. Sometimes you get red in the face, but it's a great way to activate the back. So the back fills with air. And then you speak from the back. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the conference. What I love about back breathing is how it activates the whole body. The back is a very emotional place for a lot of people. We store things with the back. So if you breathe into the back, you can put a lot of emotion into your voice. In addition to back breathing, your brain may also want to choose from the many options that are available pelvic floor breathing, which is a great way to make your voice more powerful. So to do this one, I often recommend you use your thumb and your pointer finger, and you go back to your stomach, but not the rectus abdominis, the lowest stomach muscle, what we call the transverse abdominis. And this is often used in Pilates or many exercise modalities. So you take the thumb, the second finger, go down to the low part of your stomach. Let me show you that again, right down here, bottom part of your tummy. You take these two and you place them there. If you're not sure if you're in the right place, try coughing. Now can you breathe into the cough spot and exhale? Hear the difference in the much deeper. So if you're breathing into your chest, it sounds like this. Into your stomach, upper stomach, but the pelvic floor sounds like this. That's the sound you want. Now we're going to breathe consciously into that area. Let's try that again. Inhale, exhale. I recommend doing this a couple of times before you try to speak from the pelvic floor, because for many of us, it's a new experience. And we want to make sure you're not squeezing, compressing, and getting smaller. Often we use different muscles when we compress and squeeze and try too hard, like our neck, sometimes your back. We don't want to have any pain. We really want to use just those cough muscles. So to do that without gripping other muscles in the body, simply inhale. As you exhale, drop the jaw, as we learned earlier. Take the thumb and second finger on the low stomach muscle. Test with a cough. Now inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to test. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the conference. Do you hear how strong that is? In my opinion, the pelvic floor is the strongest voice in the body. So that's where you want to breathe into if you want your voice to be more vibrant, potent, and powerful. However, as I mentioned in the last video, it's not about finding one place to breathe into. I can't tell you how many people ask me if they should be breathing into their stomach. It's not about the stomach and holding breath there. It's about breathing into the whole body. And that's why many of the exercises involve moving your arms around. You'll see that later. So let's ground through our feet, roll out the shoulder, cross the thumbs like we did earlier, come around. Some of you that have seen my other videos are already doing this daily. Now, grounding, pressing into the feet, elongating through the spine. Nothing happens here. Let's let the brain decide where to breathe. Not necessarily the chest or upper stomach, not necessarily the ribs. Maybe the back, maybe the chest and the clavicles and the throat, and maybe the pelvic floor. I'm speaking with my whole body. If you find this challenging, close your eyes when you're inhaling. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the conference. And that's how you get your best speaking voice.